Are you smarter than a 12th grader? Find out right now as we play Quiz Kids.
It's the Bay Area Quiz Kids. Brought to you by the San Mateo Credit Union, Kaiser Permanente, and Samtrans. And now, the best host on the West Coast, Brad Friedman.
Thank you so much. Welcome to Quiz Kids. We have another pair of wonderful teams. They've won before. They're here to face off again. And with us, as always, is our mighty judge, Mr. Frank Saboti. So let us meet our first team now. It is the Harker Eagles. Welcome, gentlemen. Peter Gao, the robotics season has just ended, and Harker entered as always. How did you guys do?
Well, most of our robot is functional, which is a lot better than past years.
That's very good. Now, you had to get them to score points and stuff, right?
Yeah. So this year's game is actually kind of a hybrid between soccer and mini golf. There's kind of a field with 2 goals at each end, and we're supposed to score into these goals with little hills in between we have to traverse.
And things worked pretty well.
Pretty well, yeah. It can move, it can kick balls, and it can also lift itself up.
Fantastic. Congratulations. Captain Andrew Zhao. Harker always enters the Science Bowl. They always have members of their student body doing that, and you're going to be no exception to that.
In addition to Quiz Bowl, I also do Science Bowl, and I really feel that the 2 activities complement each other well. So whereas Quiz Bowl might represent my more eclectic interest in general, Science Bowl sort of represents my specific dedication to science.
Excellent. Remove all the science questions from today's game. And good luck to you, Andrew.
We actually had our regional competition yesterday.
Yes?
And we placed second, which I feel was a very good showing.
Excellent, and congratulations. Brandon Araki, I asked what you want to talk about. You said gardens, and then you kind of blushed. But my dad has been an avid gardener all his life, so I wondered, you did an internship that led you to some work with gardens?
Yeah, well, I studied laticifers over the summer, and they're specialized plant cells that make latex.
That doesn't sound like gardening at all, Brandon. Get to the plants.
Yeah, I had to take care of plants as well. So.
Oh, good, because there's something kind of wonderful, kind of emotionally nice about working with plants, isn't there? Not just intellectually satisfying, right?
Yeah. It's rewarding working with plants.
Yes, and almost undescribable. So good for you. Let's give a big hand to your coach, Bradley Stoll. All right, Eagles, the first round is the collaboration round. You're playing as a team. I have a series of 7 10-point questions. Every time you get the answer right, you'll score the points. If you get all 7 questions right, you'll get a 30-point bonus for a 100-point score. There are 3 categories you can choose from today, and they are over and under, up and down, and way out. Which category would you like to go for?
Over and under?
Sounds like The Hobbit.
Over and under.
Over and under, all right. In these questions, each answer will have the word under or the word over in it someplace. Ready? First one. It's the beginning part of a long musical work.
Overture?
The overture is right. It's when you deliberately ignore something or someone.
Overlook?
You overlook them, that's correct. It's when a house is worth less than the amount of the mortgage.
What? Undervalued? Undervalued?
No, it says you are underwater, or for me, If you don't have italics, you do this to book titles.
Underline?
That is right. The military code name for the Allied invasion of Normandy in World War II.
Overlord.
Operation Overlord.
Overlord?
Correct. This is a style for cooking eggs.
Over easy.
Over easy?
Yes. And finally, a type of pitching used in slow-pitch softball.
Underhand? Underhand?
That's how I like it pitched. Congratulations, you got 60 points. We'll be right back to meet their opponents after these messages. Welcome back. Let us say hello to the Hillsdale Knights. Andrew Bleich, you are part of the leadership team, the leadership class.
Yeah.
And your job is the rally commissioner, right?
Yeah, so basically what I do with myself and a couple other friends is we basically plan the pep rallies for the year to try and pump up the school before big games.
Okay, so you've got the spring rally coming up soon. What's something that your Viking compatriots can plan to see at the next rally?
So we're the Knights, but
Right.
the next rally is going to be in May, and we're probably going to have a lot of just class competition games to get the general competitive spirit going.
Okay. Okay, you know what would be really cool is if you added Vikings to that,
Well,
to fight the Knights.
I
Never
guess
mind.
if our
I
rival
know.
was Mills as opposed
Mills
to
was just here. Give me a break. Praveen Ramesh, don't fight me here.
Okay, I won't.
You're part of the Hillsdale improvisation team, or the Hit
Yes.
Squad.
Yes.
And you guys just had the Improv Olympics?
Yeah, we did. Aragon also has an improv team.
Oh, I know there's another school there. They're the Dons.
Yeah. And both of us are coached by the same improv coach from San Francisco. And we had a theater sports improv competition, one at our theater, one at their theater. We both won our home games.
Oh, how lucky.
Yeah.
But was it fun? Did you
Yeah, it
guys
was a
have a
lot
good
of fun.
time?
It was, we got to work with a lot of members on their team and a good experience.
Good. Lumen Sperling, you're the second person in the last 4 weeks who wants to talk about golf. That's kind of a hard word to say out loud these days. So, you're an avid golfer?
I've been playing for about 10 years off and on, and this is my second year playing for the Hillsdale varsity golf team.
How's the team look this year?
We're a lot stronger than last year. We got a bunch of new kids, a few really good freshmen on the team, too.
Excellent.
So.
Excellent.
Looks
good.
good.
Good luck to you. Have a good one. Low strokes.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to your coach, Ethan Stewart. Gentlemen, you can choose between two categories, up and down or way out.
Way out.
Way out it is. Each answer contains the letters W-A-Y.
Okay.
Small New York theaters are described as being off it.
Broadway.
Broadway is right. Washington politics is described as being inside this.
Sway.
The Beltway. It's where golfers want to stay on their way to the green.
Fairway.
You better know that. They make some of the best pianos.
Steinway.
That's right. He was the NBA player who made a second career as a jazz musician with his first album, Power Forward.
No idea.
Wayman Tisdale. It's an internet archive that allows users to see archived versions of web pages across time. The Wayback Machine. And finally, Philanthropy 400 listed it as the largest charity in the USA.
United Way.
The United Way is correct. Scoring 40 points. Congratulations, Hillsdale. We will return and continue our game after these messages. Don't go away.
Tournament champions will win an all-expense-paid trip to Europe, courtesy of ACIS.
Thank you very much. The question I get asked most of all when people stop me on the street is, where do you get all your questions? Well, I have a treat for you today. Our writing team is in the audience. Please say hello to Cub Scout Pack 222 from Menlo Park. If you would like to write questions for our show and are under the age of 11, please call us at 650-637-1936. First, you'll have to come and watch a few shows in our live studio audience, and then you will settle in and become a part of the Quiz Kids family. Gentlemen, it is time to play the three-for-all. Grab those buzzers. I will ask a 10-point question, and the first man to answer for his team correctly will get this opportunity. Your team will then collaborate on 2 more questions. As long as you get them right, the questions will be asked. The second question you get right will be worth 20. The third will be worth 40 points. If you give me the wrong answer at any time, your turn is over and you'll earn what you have made so far. If you buzz in and give me the wrong answer, the other team gets the opportunity at the 3-for-all. And if you buzz in before I complete the question, you will have to answer the information you have been given so far. Give me the wrong answer, and I will complete that initial question for the other team. The score is 60-40, and here is the first toss-up. Both William Randolph Hearst and Mario Cuomo failed in their bids to become mayor of what city? Which has been, yes, Praveen.
New York City.
That is right. Here's your next question. One of New York's airports is named for which Depression-era mayor?
LaGuardia.
LaGuardia is correct. What was the name of the New York City's corrupt 19th century political machine?
Tammany Hall.
You earned 40 points. Congratulations. Here is your next toss-up. What is the name given to the painting technique that Georges Seurat used on his famous Sunday afternoon on the island of Le Grand Jatte? Lumen.
Fresco.
Nope. You can steal, gentlemen. Harker, you can talk it over. Turn to each other.
Pointillism. What? Pointillism.
Pointillism?
That is right for 10. Mandy Patinkin and Bernadette Peters starred in what 1983 Sondheim musical based on this painting?
Day on the River.
What?
Day on the River.
Day on the River?
Sunday in the Park with George. Next toss-up question for both teams. Which U.S. service has its officer training school in New London, Connecticut, and is responsible for search? Andrew.
United States Coast Guard.
Correct. Colorado Springs, Colorado is home to which service academy?
Air Force.
That's right, for 40 points. Maryland's state capital, Annapolis, is home to which service academy?
Navy.
That's it for 40 points. Next toss-up. The Schengen agreements eliminating border controls among most members were incorporated into the Maastricht Treaty that created what union? Yes, Brandon.
European Union.
Correct. The most recent EU members are former Eastern Bloc countries. Name the one once ruled by dictator Nicolae Ceausescu.
Romania?
You got it for 20. The other nation to join the EU in 2007 is what country that shares a border with Romania?
Bulgaria?
You got it for 40 points. Here's your next toss-up. Muslim rule in Spain came to an end in the same year as another historic event. Andrew.
1492.
That's right. The last Moorish king in Spain surrendered to Ferdinand and Isabella at the Alhambra Palace in what Spanish city?
Granada?
That's it. And for 40 points, whose three-ship flotilla departed Spain on August 3rd, 1492?
Christopher Columbus.
Are you sure? Yes. 40 points. Next toss-up. Russian Blue is a breed of cat. Prussian Blue is something entirely different. What is it? Andrew?
Heritage?
Nope. What is Prussian Blue?
A type of dog?
It's a color.
Okay.
Next. If you have a laptop computer, chances are that your screen is an LCD. What do the letters L... Yes, Andrew?
Liquid crystal display?
For 20 points, computing jargon is located with TLAs. What's the self-referential meaning of TLA?
TLA listening.
TLA?
Stands for three-letter acronym. And they didn't get to let me ask the next one. I like that one. Of the two states that do not observe daylight savings time, which one borders California? Lumen.
Arizona.
That's right. Another state that doesn't observe daylight savings time is which state that's the only one to be located south of the Tropic of Cancer? You can just talk it over.
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
And for 40 points, until 2005, what Midwestern state that's split across two time zones had some counties that observed daylight time and others that did not?
Nebraska.
Indiana. You earned 20 points there. In 1940, brothers Maurice and Richard opened a drive-in restaurant in San Bernardino, California. In 1955, they sold it to Ray Kroc. Yes, Andrew.
McDonald's?
What was the name of Morgan Spurlock's 2004 documentary in which he ate nothing but McDonald's food for an entire month?
Super Size Me.
That's right. In 1963, what future Today Show weatherman became the first to appear on TV as Ronald McDonald?
Walter Cronkite.
No. Willard Scott. Next toss-up. This musical scandalized audiences in 1968 with its nudity, language, and desecration of the American flag. Andrew.
Hair.
Correct. One popular song from Hair tells of the coming of the age of what astrological sign?
Aquarius.
And Aquarius was the name of the lunar module in what ill-fated but ultimately successful Apollo mission?
11.
13. Mary Pickersgill sewed the flag that came to be known as the Star-Spangled Banner. Over what Baltimore fort did it fly? Praveen.
McHenry.
Correct. Everyone knows that Francis Scott Key penned the poem that became our national anthem. What was Key's profession?
A lawyer.
Yes. Under which U.S. president did the Star-Spangled Banner become our national anthem?
20s. 18 or 19. Wilson.
It was Hoover. Very close. What is the name of the phase change in which a solid is directly transformed into a yes, Praveen?
Sublimation.
Correct. What is the name? Keep going. What is the name of the state change in which a liquid is turned into a gas?
Vaporization.
Correct. And for 40, what is the state of matter reached by ionizing a gas?
Plasma.
You got 40 points. That's the end of the round. We'll be right back with the lightning round. Welcome back. Clearly, we've got two very strong teams. They want to get right into play. So here we go with the lightning round. Point value is 20. When I ask a question, the first guy to buzz in gets to answer for his team. Give me the right answer, score 20 points. Give me the wrong answer, and you lose 20 points for your team. The other team can possibly steal those points and imbalance the score mightily. We're going to go back and forth until we see what happens. 220 to 180. Good luck to both teams. Here you go. In English, what parts of speech almost always end in ly? Andrew.
Adverb.
Correct. What casino game am I dealing if I have to stand on 17? Lumen.
Blackjack.
Right. What 20th century media mogul is known for his San Simeon, California castle? Peter.
William Randolph Hearst.
Correct. Ernest Ackerman of Cleveland, Ohio, was the first recipient of benefits from what program initiated during the New Deal? Yes.
Social Security.
Correct. Aristophanes' play The Clouds portrays which Greek philosopher as a clown who teaches his students how to bamboozle their way out of debt? Praveen?
Plato.
No. You can steal, gentlemen.
Oh, wait, who is this? Socrates? Socrates?
Yes. According to Newton's second law, force is the product of mass times, Andrew?
Acceleration.
Correct. Also known as the United Nations Monetary and Financial Conference, what 1944 meeting in New Hampshire created the International Monetary Fund? Bretton Woods. The friction of pine boards on steel rails provides downhill control on what San Francisco... Yes, Andrew?
Trolley car.
No, I'm sorry. On what San Francisco landmarks?
Cable cars?
They are different from trolleys, yes. Which country's flag flies over the states of Kerala and Goa? Yes, Praveen.
India.
Yes, sir. What Connecticut city is home to Yale University? Praveen.
New Haven.
And you want to go there?
No.
Who cares? What Libyan leader has over 30 official... Yes, Brandon.
Gaddafi.
Correct. In which London cathedral did Prince Charles marry Diana Spencer? Yes, Lumen?
St. Paul's.
That's correct. On February 3rd, 1768, Spain's King Carlos III put which religious order in charge of all California... Yes, Brandon.
Jesuits.
No, all California missions. Which order?
I know what the order is called. Franciscan.
That's right. Which country is known as the Helvetian... Yes,
Switzerland.
correct. Huns, Tartars, or Berbers? Which warring Mongolian and Turkish tribes were named for the infernal abyss? Yes, Lumen.
Huns.
No, the infernal abyss of Greek mythology.
Tartars. Tartars?
Tartars for Tartarus. What novel ends with the protagonist's marriage to Edward Rochester following the mad Praveen?
Jane Eyre.
Correct. Which New York Democrat was the only president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms? Praveen.
Grover Cleveland.
Correct. Lionheart, Braveheart, or Broken Heart? Brandon?
Richard.
Nope. Which nickname is often associated with England's Richard I?
Lionheart. No, it's Lionheart. Richard the Lionheart.
Lionheart.
Correct. What Midwest city would you be in if you were visiting the Lincoln Park Zoo? Brandon?
St. Louis.
No, you can steal.
Pass.
Chicago. Derivative, quotient, or acceleration. In mathematics, which represents the rate of change of a function? Yes, Praveen.
Derivative.
Correct. Ocean's 11 is a heist movie set in what city? Peter.
Las Vegas.
Correct. What J-sized falcons are also known as sparrowhawks, as they sometimes nest in cities and feed on house sparrows? It's the kestrel. Who is the composer of Symphony No. 9 from the New World? Dvorak. In music, what kind of scale consists of only 5 tones? Andrew.
Pentonic.
No, you can steal.
Whole tone. Whole tone. Whole tone
I
scale.
defer to him.
Whole tone scale.
No, it's a pentatonic.
Okay.
The name of what kind of distorted vision comes from the Greek for without point? Brandon.
Astigmatism.
That's correct. Columbia, Princeton, or Yale? In 1948, which university made Dwight Eisenhower its president? Praveen.
Yale.
No, you can steal.
I'll go for Princeton.
Columbia.
That's correct. Before 1935, which country was known as Persia? Brandon.
Iran.
Right. Martin Luther King Jr. wrote, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere," while jailed in what Alabama? Praveen.
Birmingham.
Right. Because of its exploding gas tank, what model of car was at the center of the night? That is the end of the game. 300 for Harker, 380 for Hillsdale. You're definitely going forward. Congratulations. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
The following underwriters helped to make this program possible: San Mateo Credit Union, Kaiser Permanente, Samtrans. Additional support provided by the Burlingame Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, the Knights Templar,